how to recreate a new relationship with a specific person. Now, if you understand manifestation, you'll understand you're not actually creating anything. So to say recreate is a little bit flawed because there's no creation actually happening, right? Creation is finished. You once imagined it and it has come to pass, okay? Either consciously or subconsciously. You weren't really creating anything. I know that's hard to get your head around, but I just want you to just get out of your mind this thing about creating, and let's swap the word to imagining, okay? A lot of manifestation teachers use the word create, but sometimes that can actually throw you as to the process that's actually occurring here. Now, if we're talking about memory, it's something you're imagining in your mind related to the past. If we're talking about something currently, it's what you're imagining currently to be. If you're imagining something in the future, it's something you're imagining will occur. But each time you're actually imagining those things. Now, the word imagine is to simply use your mind to think up. That's all it means. It doesn't mean doing something woo-woo or creatively visualizing. It literally means what you actually do anyway. So a lot of people misinterpret Neville Goddard and think imagining means simply to visualize or to conjure a scene. No, it means what you're actually doing all the time with your mind. It's what you are doing in your mind of yours to think as if it's true. So just get your head around this for a second. If I think something's true, I'm imagining it to be true. I'm consciously thinking it's true. I could also be subconsciously thinking it's true. But it's what I consciously right now think to be true. Okay? If you have a memory of the past or a memory of your specific person from the past, you are remembering that memory as if it's true. And it's simply a memory. Now, what I'll go into in Change the Past, and I'll get to the point of the question here, which is how do you recreate your specific person as a new relationship. Just bear with me for a second. Those of you who've understood or learnt anything about revising the past, about Neville Goddard's manifestation technique of revision, possibly won't have been taught it properly. And the reason I say that is most people, and that's what this course is all about, have taught you revision as a magic trick to change the past. That's literally not what it is, even though Neville Goddard says in his lecture, The Pruning Shears of Revision, that it is magic. But I need you to fully understand how you're even remembering past events or remembering your person to then recreate the event or recreate your person. So when you're remembering something, it's simply a memory. And when you are remembering it, you are imagining it. I'll say it again. When you're remembering it, you're imagining it. It's not a concrete thing that you can go to, the past, and look at it and go, this is actually what it is. It is this. No, it is only as you imagine it was. This out here is only as you imagine it is. The future is only as you imagine it will be. Is anyone getting this? It can only be your present, how you imagine it to be. Your past can actually only be how you imagine now that it was. Just get your head around this. You're the only one in control of how you're imagining it to be, or how you're imagining it was, or they were, or they are. And your future can only be how you imagine it will be. You're the only person in control of that imaginal thinking. So if that's true, everyone's memories of past events will be their own, based on their own imaginings about it, their own memories of it. And when they are remembering, right now in the now moment, they're remembering it. So there's a memory, and you're re-memorying it. You guys getting the word? Memory? Now you're re-memorying it. That memory could be thought of as differently, imagined differently by you than another person who was also at that same event. So say your two children who were sat down by your parents and told they were getting a divorce. That's quite a traumatic event for two children. One child will remember the story and what happened and what was said by the parents and how you guys reacted one way and how they felt. And the other child will remember it another way. And they both won't have the exact same memory because they're re-memorying it. This is a very complex thing, revision. And I just need you to get your head around some of this. I'm just going to stop for a second and say, I just dropped the first part of Change the Past. And the complexity of this lesson I'm currently giving you, which will be on YouTube and you can watch it again, is as complex as the first part of Change the Past. And when you watch the first part of Change the Past, you may need to watch it again and again until you get it. Just like this video, you may need to watch it again and again until you're really getting what I'm saying. That any way you remember anything or think of anything or anyone is you re-memorying it or re-memorying them as you imagine them to be, as you imagine it to be, as you imagine it was, as you imagine they were. Are you guys getting this? I just want to see if anyone's really understanding what I'm saying. I love how you're explaining this, Loz. Okay, good. So if that's the case, and you want to, as this person has asked, you want to recreate a new relationship with your specific person, what you're really going to do is re-memory them. Because to recreate them, all you're really going to do is rethink how they are or how you thought they were or how you thought the relationship was. And you're now going to think of them anew. You're now going to have new memories of them and a new version in your mind. So the word revision is to correct or change or like have a revision of or a rearrangement of something. So if your memory of them is really flawed in some way, like you think they don't love you or you think they want to stay broken up with you if you're broken up, or you think they're a person who doesn't prioritize you if you're currently in a relationship, you want a new kind of relationship, or they were a cheater and you don't want them to cheat anymore, you're going to have to re-memory what you remember from the past. Because if you carry any of that old story of them and the old memories of them into the current now and into your future new relationship, this old past memory that's still present in your mind, that you're still remembering, imagining, will still occur because you're the only thinker and you're still thinking it. Is anyone understanding this? So if you want to revise them, if you want to recreate them, you have to forget that old version of them that you yourself rememorized. Are remembering, because you're the only one who created it. The only person in control of what you're thinking in here, what you're remembering, is you. And you guys are out here thinking you're changing them. All you're doing is changing what you're remembering. Is anyone getting the profundity of this, that all you need to do is change what you've remembered?